Well, it's been 2 weeks since the Hazleton area Lady Cougars clinched the Wyoming Valley Conference on their home field against Crestwood, and their 14-1 regular season helped to grab a bye in the first round of District 2 4A play. This afternoon, they were back at it, hosting WALLENPAUPACK in the semifinals. The Lady Buckhorns win 11-2 in the regular season. The girls beat Wyoming Valley West in the quarterfinals. The Bats were quiet in the first few innings, and the defense was loud for both squads. Top of the fourth, where Mackenzie Uri here will dive at third, making a difficult out look pretty easy. But let's get to where all the action is. In the seventh inning, Paupack's Caitlin Donahue singles to center field, bringing in Lauren Goetz for the first run in the game for both sides. With one out, runners on first and second, Kennedy Thomas will hit the ball back to Hazleton area pitcher Becky Demko. She bobbles it a bit, bases will be loaded, but the Lady Cougars will work themselves out of that inning. Bottom of the seventh, it's do or die for the girls from Hazleton area. Michaela Browdy will take ball four, bringing up the top of the order. There was Mackenzie Uri. She will double the center. Pinch runner Renee Taylor will cross the plate, tying things up at one. And with Uri on second, Maria TRIVELPIECE up to bat. She will get the bat on the ball with a long hit to right field, and it is just out of reach for WALLENPAUPACK. Uri will score the winning run. The final, Hazleton area 2, WALLENPAUPACK 1. After the game, we stopped head coach Vince TRIVELPIECE and his daughter Maria, who knocked in the game-winning RBI.
Well, when you have Becky Demko on the mound, you a lot of times at this point in the season, one run wins. First score wins a lot of time in these games. So we felt if we could get ahead, make them play from behind. And so we often had the leadoff hitter on and moved her to second, but we couldn't get that big hit. Nikki Mann made a lot of nice plays at shortstop for them. We hit some good hard bullets. Abby Sachs hit a couple with runners in scoring position. Lexi Walk, Celine Pelesi. I know they all lined out. WALLENPAUPACK played really good defense. Our kids hit the ball hard, but right at people. I'm confident in our players all the time. Did I expect that we were going to win that game with 2 out and nobody on and our 9-hitter up with an 0-1 count? No. But we're going to keep pitching. We're going to keep trying. And Michaela Brody, that's twice now she's got big hits in games we were losing in the 7th inning. She drew a walk. Big thing, Renee Taylor pinch ran, barely scored. I mean, that made a big difference that she scored. She did a good job, and she was obstructed on a play by the shortstop. Then a big at bat by Lexi Walk, hit a good hard one down for an infield hit or an error. And then Yori, huge hit there with 2 outs. And Maria driving the ball over the right fielder's head. I mean, that was only about a foot or 2 from the fence. A single would have been fine.
Well, Mac actually took a lot of the pressure off me with getting the tying run in, and I was just hoping to hit something in the gap to hopefully score the run on third. I was praying that she wasn't going to catch it, and luckily my prayers were answered, and she missed it, and it was a nice hit, I guess, and we luckily won the game.
The girls will face off with Williamsport in the championship game. That one is set for next Wednesday. Tonight began the 4-game series in International League Baseball between the Norfolk Tides and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Hazleton product Russ Kanzler in at DH tonight for the Tides. It's Ethan Martin on the mound for the Pigs. 2 men on the bases for the Tides as Kanzler comes up to the plate in the top of the 6th. He was 0 for 2 thus far with a ground out and a fly out, but right here he will rip one between first and second base to Leandro Castro for the Iron Pigs for the single, and the bases will be juiced. A few plays later, the Tide's LJ Hose will score on the wild pitch by Martin, 2-1 Iron Pigs, and then Brandon Wood will sack fly to left as Ryan Flaherty scores to tie it all up at 2. Kanzler will then be stranded at third as the side is retired. The Iron Pigs will eventually take game 1 4-3, but we will be at Coca-Cola Park tomorrow night, and we'll have a one-on-one with Russ Kanzler, so make sure you tune in for that. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders also playing tonight at home against Durham. Let's check out that score. The Rail Riders fell 8-5. And history was made last night as the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins came back to win the series against the Providence Bruins after a 3-game deficit, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 7 was in Providence, and the Baby Pens shut out the home team 5-0. Wilkes-Barre Scranton will begin the best-of-7 series Saturday night in Syracuse. The Crunch, in order to get here, swept Springfield in 4 games in the Eastern Conference semifinals earlier this week. Puck will drop for Game 1 and Game 2 at 7 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. Then the boys in black and yellow will be back at Mohegan Sun Arena Wednesday, May 29th for Game 3. More sports in a few, but first, Lisa has your top story recaps.